And I'm Dylan Black. Welcome back to Daytime Ottawa. It really is as simple as this. This guy wants to make your beard look fantastic. His name is Christopher Lord, and he's the president and owner of King's Own Reserve, the premium beard oil company. With the name, well, you have King in the title, so you know it's made for.
That's right. That's right.
Pretty decent beards. How are you doing, Christopher?
I'm good. How are you?
Good to have you on the show. I'm great. Now, how long has this amazing beard oil company been around for?
So King's Own Reserve has been around since August of 2017.
Okay.
And it sort of came to me because I'm a barber by trade. Mm-hmm. I work at House of Barons. Mm-hmm. But I wanted to create an all-natural beard oil that worked obviously extremely well. And it was important that it was all sourced within Canada. Mm-hmm. So that's essentially how it came to be.
Okay. So how do you source it within Canada? What do you do to get to the proper ingredients?
Well, I make sure that everything comes from Canada. So I deal with a company called New Directions Aromatics, mm-hmm. and they're out in Markham.
Okay, Markham, Ontario.
That's right, that's right.
All right, cool. Now, you actually, can I just talk about you for a second before we even get to this? Now, you've got a gigantic heart. You actually used to cut hair for homeless people.
I do. I currently do. I still do.
So how does that work exactly? How do you just invite them in, you go see them on the street, and you say, you know, you need a bit of a trim, come on in?
So I reach out to various shelters and organizations that deal with homelessness, and mm-hmm. I ask them if I can come by, once or twice a month and cut hair at the actual facility.
That's something.
So that's what I do. I do it at Ottawa as well as the Mission.
That's something, because I just wanted to point that out because you also have a charity aspect as well that comes along with your beard oil. You're involved with Hair Donation Ottawa. We're going to get to that in seconds. You're a pretty decent guy.
I'd like to think so, yeah. I'd like to think so.
Wonderful stuff. Okay, so tell us about the product, what exactly it does. Now, you hear the word beard oil, and you wonder, okay, so now why would we need a beard oil?
So what my product does is it moisturizes the skin underneath the beard as well as the hair itself, mm-hmm. promotes healthy growth, prevents dryness, itchiness, irritation, and breakage. It also, for bigger beards, it helps keep the shape, and it also makes it soft, smooth, and shiny.
Soft, smooth, and
That's
shiny.
Right.
That's what you need in a beard for sure. Can you tell us about some of the products you brought with you here today?
Yeah, so this is my beard oil. It's called King's Own Reserve, as you had mentioned before.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about my oil is that you don't need very much of it. So even for a beard my size, you only need a couple drops.
Okay.
And when I say a couple drops, literally a couple drops, and it spreads.
And how does this work? You just
you
slap
essentially
it in there?
just spread it on your hands, right? And then you rub it in circular motions. Make sure you get down to the skin and rub it into the hair, right? And then you essentially just reshape the beard, and it lasts all day. Mm-hmm. Works like a charm.
It's a good-looking man right there.
Right?
Doesn't hurt at all when you're rubbing your face hair, like that velocity there?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I'm also used to it.
Really
which
just
probably
give
helps,
it there. Okay. Because I can only go about 2 or 3 days before I start to get really annoyed by it. Now, does this make your beard feel even better?
Yeah, it makes it really, really soft.
Yeah, okay.
Which is a nice bonus, especially if you have a girlfriend or something, right? I mean, it's,
you need to have a soft beard.
That's
if you're
right.
Taking a lady out for sure.
That's
but
the idea.
Does it help your skin feel even better, like smoother and less irritated by the beard?
For sure.
Okay.
It moisturizes the skin, right? Now, for a guy with a beard like myself, it can get very dry, especially in the winter months, right? So it moisturizes all the skin underneath the beard.
Okay, that's great, especially like you said, the winter months.
That's right. That's right.
All right, now, do they come in different scents? Like, how does that work as well? Because, as you mentioned, if you're on a date and say you decide to go in for a kiss, perhaps you have a nice smelling beard. Is that something you think about in this product?
I've currently only got one scent, so it's a combination of different essential oils. I will eventually be branching out into other scents, but it's very subtle. Mm-hmm. So another component to my beard oil is that I didn't want it to be too strong as well, right? Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it's on my face for 8 hours a day, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
You have to live with it too, right?
That's right. That's right.
Where can you find a King's Own Reserve?
So you can find it at both House of Barons locations, so that's on Sussex and Preston. You can also find it at Prim Barbershop, as well as Eddie's Salon and Unique. And
where are they located?
They're in the East End on Montreal Road.
Okay. Now, back to the charity aspect. Now, you've been part of Hair Donation Ottawa for some time, and I know that we've had Helen on the show before talking about this incredible event. Tell us about Hair Donation Ottawa.
So Hair Donation Ottawa has been around since 2011, and it's our 8th annual cut-a-thon this year. And this is my 2nd year on the board. So what we do is we raise funds for oncolytic cancer research, and we also accept hair donations for kids with wigs for kids with cancer. Mm-hmm. So the reason that in addition to being on the board, I'm involved because my beard oil company is sponsoring the event, mm-hmm. which means that all the barbers and stylists each get a free bottle of beard oil.
So that's like a bit of an incentive to get people to sign up?
Exactly.
So how much money is raised over the years? Because I know that you do raise quite a bit of money.
A lot of money, thousands and thousands of dollars.
Thousands and thousands.
Oh yeah.
And it's an all-day event that usually happens at Algonquin College in the hair salon area. So how can people get on board then if they're looking to become a barber or a hairstylist to donate their time that day?
You just go to the website and register. It's a very, very simple process. And once you're registered, you can pick how long you want to be there, whether that's a half day or a full day. And once you're set up, you're good to go.
Okay. Now, you say that you've been a part of this for a couple of years.
That's right.
Okay, so how many, do you shave heads bald, or what do you do when you're there?
I typically do both. I mean, it all depends on what the person donating their hair wants, right? Mm-hmm. I have done some head shaves. I have done some bobs, what have you. It all depends on what they want.
Yeah, it is quite something to see people get their head shaves, and especially when the hair is going towards such an amazing cause well as making wigs for those who are perhaps dealing with cancer.
For sure.
So one more time, I just want people to find out where they can get this amazing King's Own Reserve Premium Beard Oil. Where can they find it?
So people can find King's Own Reserve at House of Barons on Sussex, as well as Preston, Prim Barbershop, and Eddie's Salon Unique out in the East End.
That's amazing. How many bottles do you think you've made over the years? Or since August, right?
I don't know. Quite a few.
Quite a few. That's a solid answer. I appreciate that. Christopher Lord, the president and owner of King's Own Reserve Premium Beard Oil Company. I've never seen a better beard. Perhaps on our floor director, Reed DeLong, but that's a whole other story. Thank you for coming in. King'sOwnReserve.com. We've got more daytime coming up in moments right here on Rogers TV. Stick around.